Hello students, this is Ruchi Jain and for the series of video lecture for the subject business law, our today's topic of discussion is consumer protection councils. Friends, in order to promote and protect the interest of consumer, it is essential by the act to establish some consumer protection councils. So, at central level, Central Consumer Protection Council, at state level, State Consumer Protection Council, and at district level, District Consumer Protection Councils are work. So, these councils are advisory bodies for the Consumer Protection Act. Now, first we are talking about the Central Consumer Protection Council. The Central Consumer Protection Council, constituted by central government at national level, is called Central Consumer Protection Council. The main function of this council is to provide guidelines at state level council. This established by the notification of central government on 15th April 1987. Now we are talking about the constitution. So, constitution under section 9 of Consumer Protection Act 1986, central government has right to protect to constitute Central Consumer Council by giving notification in official gazettes. So, accordingly, Indian government constituted Central Council at 1st June 1987 and it comes into force on 15th April 1st June 1987 and it was established on 15th April 1987. The duration of this council was 3 years and the council is regularly constituted and thereafter as per the rules it works. Any person willing to resign from the membership of council may give resignation to the chairman. The position will be filled by the central government. Now we are talking about the membership. So basically in central council contain 150 members total according to rule 3 of Consumer Protection Act 1987. Basically there are 150 members in the Central Consumer Protection Council, in which minister in charge of consumer affairs, who shall be the chairman of the Central Council, then the minister of state, where he is not holding independent charge, or deputy minister in the Department of Civil Supplies, who shall be the vice chairman of the Central Council. Then the minister in charge of consumer affairs of the state or the minister of food and civil supplies are also consumer affairs in the state are the minister in charge. Then 8 members of parliament, 5 from Lok Sabha and 3 from Rajya Sabha, are appointed as a member. Then in 150 members these are divided. Then the commissioner for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, as some matters come from scheduled caste and tribes, then the commissioner from SC and ST are the member. Then representative of the central government department and autonomous organizations concerned with consumer interest but not exceeding 20. Then representative of the consumer organizations or maybe consumers but they are also not less than 35. Then representative of women, they are also not less than 10. Then representative of farmers, trade and industries, but they are also not exceeding 20. Then person capable of representing consumer interest, but they are also not exceeding 15. Now the term of office shall be 3 years and the central council shall meet as and when necessary, but at least one meeting of the council shall be held every year. So, and the one more important thing is that if any member may resign from the council by writing under his hand to the chairman, and the council's vacancies shall be filled from the same category by the central government. So this is the way how the central consumer protection council is created. Now friends, we are talking about the objective of the central council. So there are some objective of central council, that the first main objective is to protect and promote the rights of consumer. So the first objective is the right to be protected against the marketing of goods which are hazardous to life and property. The next is the right to inform about the quality, quantity, purity, standard, price of goods, to protect the consumers against unfair trade practices. The next is the right to be assured. It means that whenever possible, access to a variety of goods at competitive price. Next is right to hear. It means that they have the right to hear and to be assured that consumers' interest will be received due consideration at appropriate forum. The next is right to seek addressal, or we can say redressal, against unfair trade practices or any exploitation of consumer, are seek redressal. The next is right to consumer education. This is comes under section 6 of Consumer Protection Act, and according to that the councils are working. Now friends, we are talking about the State Consumer Protection Council. The State Consumer Protection Council is also constituted at its state level like Central Council, which functions for the protection of consumer interest in the state, on which basically on the basis of direction of Consumer Council. So it is constituted at state level, and the rules and the laws related to this are comes under section 7 and 8 of Consumer Protection Act. That's when we're talking about the establishment. So the state government may by notification established with effect from such that as it may specify in such notification a council to be known as the Consumer Protection Council for that state. For example, for MP, then MP's Consumer Protection Council. According to state name, these are identified. Now we are talking about the membership. So, State Consumer Protection Council have the membership criteria. The first one is Minister in charge of Consumer Affairs in the state government, or we can say the Minister in charge of Consumer Affairs, who shall be its chairman of the state government. The next is such member of other official or non-official members representing state as may be prescribed by state government. So this is the membership criteria for the State Protection Council. Now we are talking about one more important thing. What is the object of the State Council? Then in section 8, the object is defined. The object is of every State Consumer Protection Council shall be to protect or to promote within the state the rights of the consumer under the according to section 6 of the Act. So friends, that's all about for the Consumer Protection Council. Thank you very much.